welcome to your weekly yoga with Angie. So today I was thinking about what I wanted to do today and thought about yoga for healthy aging, because even if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, it doesn't matter. We still need to do things to help us keep us nice and strong, flexible, resilient, and so I want this practice to be about mobility, stability, flexibility, and then strength as well. So it's just a quick practice that you can do daily, incorporate it into your routine just to keep your body strong and healthy and young. Keep your body young and healthy. So come on and practice with me today. Grab something comfortable to wear and grab your mat. And so first we're going to start out in child's pose, and I love child's pose as a hip opener. It also gets some flexibility into the knees. So the wider you take your knees, the easier it may be for you. If you also need to put something underneath the tops of your ankles, a blanket, or a blanket right behind the knees, that's always a great option too. If you have sore knees, you can do that to kind of give you a little bit more cushion. So let's go ahead and take child's pose. Extend the arms out long, let the head fall between the biceps. Press the palms into the mat. Relax the neck and shoulders. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Each exhale, driving, sinking that tailbone into your heels. So pressing back into the heels, feeling the length in the spine as you press your palms into the mat, and feel that long spine grow taller and lengthen as you drop those hips back into the heels. One more deep breath in and exhale. Let's slowly move it on up to a tabletop position. So this is also a great way to start the day, just with cat-cow. So press your palms directly underneath your shoulders. Come into a flat back. As you inhale, drop your belly. Take your chin and chest forward. Press those palms into the mat. Really feel the opening of the abdominal muscles. And then feeling the spine draw all the way back, drawing those shoulder blades away from one another as you press down in the palms. Let the head fall between the biceps. Let's take two more here. Inhale and exhale. And as we practice, we want to keep strength in our spine. So moving the spine in all 7 directions. And maybe coming into that tabletop and just taking your head, your hips over to the left, maybe head over to the left. And then switching sides, just kind of, we call this wag the tail. And just kind of take the tailbone right to left, and take the head right to left. And then coming into that tabletop position, let's extend the right arm long, extend the left leg long, top of the feet flat on the mat. So making sure you have a nice long spine here, reaching and extending that right arm back, taking that right shoulder, extending it back and forward, engaging the core, so drawing this low belly in as you extend the right arm and left leg back. Deep breath in, lengthen, reach. We're really engaging the core. We're also building strength in the glutes and the hamstrings. So continue to reach and extend that right arm forward. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. And as you exhale, draw the elbow in to the knee as you round out. Once again, working on those abdominal muscles. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, reach. One more. Round it out. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale, round it out. Inhale, come all the way back, and then drop that right palm to meet the left. Let's take the hips a little bit wider than that we just did with the spine. Really drop the hips really far over to the right and left. Each exhale, dropping those hips to the right and to the left. And you can even walk your palms the opposite direction of the hips. So as your hips go to the left, you walk your hands to the right. Same thing, switch sides. Reach your palms to the left and walk your hips over. And let's come back into that tabletop position. As you find that flat back, once again, engage the low belly, extend that left arm forward, followed by the right leg. Squeeze the glutes, draw that right hip so it's even in line with the left hip. Inhale, reach and extend that left arm a little bit higher here. Deep breath in. Squeeze the glutes and the abdominals. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, round out the spine. Bring the elbow into the knee, round it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round it out. Let's take one more here, working on that strength. Reach and extend, and then left arm comes down to meet the right. Curl the toes under. Let's take downward dog here. So press down through the palms, lift the hips high, and once again, if downward dog is ever too much, you can always just stay in tabletop. Let's work through the ankles a little bit. So come up onto the toes. Let the head fall between the bicep. Exhale, press down into the heels. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press down. One more. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. And this time as you exhale, drop your toes over to the left side of your mat. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, drop those heels over to the right. And then back to center. Go through a couple more rounds of this. Really working through that ankle flexion and rotation. Really want to work into all the joints. And come back into your tabletop when you're ready. Pressing down through those palms. Let's extend that right leg back. Right foot comes square up right in front of the mat. Right between the palms, drop that left knee. So once again, working into the hip flexors again. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. Drive the hips forward. Squeeze the inner thighs as you drive those hips forward. Inhale, reach up. Holding here. So finding that strength in the glutes and in the thighs, engaging into that low belly. Try to curl that back toe under and lift up into a high lunge. Press back to that left heel. Inhale, reach up. Drive the shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper here. Once again, building strength here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. One more inhale, reach. And as you exhale, right foot meets the left at the top of your mat. Find a fold. Let your head fall super heavy here. So bend into the knees. Let your chest drop onto those thighs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend into the knees. And go ahead and extend. Once again, let the head fall super heavy here. And gently roll up, one vertebra at a time, letting the head come up last. As you bring your palms to touch, deep breath in, reach and extend those arms overhead. And as you exhale, take those hands behind the low back. And if you can, interlace the fingers, drive the chest forward, deep breath in. And as you exhale, find your fold. Once again, let your head fall heavy. One more deep breath in, press down through those heels. Come all the way up into standing. Come into that mountain pose, reach and extend the arms overhead. And exhale, come all the way forward into a fold. Deep breath in, halfway lift. As you exhale, step or walk back. You can walk back into your tabletop, or you can come all the way down onto your belly. Work through either way, whichever you prefer. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. We're going to take a cobra here. So draw the chin and chest off the mat. Squeeze the inner elbows here. Once again, working that spine in another direction. As you drive that tailbone down, drive the pelvis down. Inhale. Draw the chin and chest a little bit further off the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's hold here. One more. Press down through those palms. And release. Take those knees wide. Sit back into child's pose. Extend the arms long. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. And when you're ready, slowly working up back into your downward dog. Press down through your palms once again. So from here, working on the left side, extend that left leg back. Left foot comes all the way to the front of your mat. Drop that right knee. As you inhale, low lunge. As you reach and extend those arms back, drive the shoulder blades back, press the hips forward. If it's too much on your knee here, get some support underneath your knee with a blanket. Deep breath in, reach and extend those arms, drive the hips forward. So you're feeling it in this right side hip flexor. Now let's draw into strike, engage the core, curl that back toe under, engage those thighs, and press up into a high lunge. Deep breath in, sit back into that right heel. Left knee bends a little bit deeper here. Reach and extend those arms back a little bit further. Fire up the core, fire up those glutes and hamstrings. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Step both feet to the front of the mat and find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Just straighten out the spine. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. And exhale, fold. Slowly rise up. One vertebrae at a time. Bring those palms to touch. Exhale, take those palms all the way back behind the hips and bring the chest forward, come up onto those toes. So finding your balance here. If you can, come up onto the toes. That's your goal. If not, you can just keep the heels down, hinge forward, and just, if you fall and come back out of it, just try to come back up. Lifting a little bit higher onto those toes. We're working into our balance here. Inhale. Reach and extend those arms back. A little bit higher here. Keep the chest open. And as you exhale, find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step all the way back into your plank. Tuck your tailbone under. We're going to hold this plank for a second. So press down through the palms. Engage the core. Draw the low belly in, knit the ribs in together, squeeze the glutes and inner thighs, press back into those heels, relax the shoulder blades, deep breath in, and exhale. One more deep breath in here, squeeze those glutes and inner thighs, and as you exhale, slowly work down to your mat. Inhale, take your cobra as you bring your chin and chest off your mat. Press down through those thighs, squeeze the inner thighs together, drive the tailbone down, and as you exhale, press back into child's pose, taking those knees wide. Let your head just fall between the biceps. Deep breath in, and exhale. And when you're ready, slowly working up back into a downward dog. And this time, just walk your hands to your feet. Hold it here, find your fold. Deep breath in and exhale. And slowly rise up. One vertebrae at a time, bring your palms together. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring your palms to heart center. So this time I'm going to face you, so you can face you can just face lengthwise on your mat, whichever you prefer. We're going to work into tree pose. So for this, I'm going to challenge you a little bit. So start with your feet about hip distance apart. So make sure your shoulders are down and back. Tuck that tailbone under. Relax into the knees a bit. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. So this is how your position would be if you're just standing in a mountain pose. Palms open, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. The head is lifted. Deep breath in. Now let's bring our palms to heart center, holding here, and gently take that right foot up the left leg, maybe just underneath the knee. Or if you want to take a full tree pose, you can take it right to the inner thigh of the left thigh and hold here. Now let's get a little bit trickier here. So if you want to work yourself a little bit more challenging, you can stay in that pose or come back into your mountain pose, and let's just try closing our eyes. So notice when your eyes are closed, Even just having the eyes closed, it seems a little bit harder just to stand still. You feel yourself kind of like wobbling around, feeling the edges of the feet kind of come onto your mat. So now try that by bringing that right foot to the inner left leg and just holding here with your eyes closed. Just for a second and then take it out. Notice the challenge there. So let's try it on the opposite side. So you can do that as long as you like. It's just something to challenge yourself with every day. Trying closing the eyes and trying balancing on one leg. Giving your brain and your body a little bit different feelings. It's a little bit scarier when you start closing your eyes, because then you have to really feel your foot into the mat and really make sure you have that stability. So press down through those palms, inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. So you're still on your mat here. So let's work into a warrior three. So step at the top of the mat, deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, take a big step back with that left foot. So you're in a high lunge on the right side. So deep breath in, we're gonna work into a little bit more balance here. So press through that right heel. So you can bring your weight into that right foot and shift that left leg off the ground. Drive your chest forward. You can keep your hands in prayer. You can extend them forward or back. Just challenge yourself a little bit today. Deep breath in. Exhale, drive your chest forward a little bit deeper here. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back onto that left foot, deep breath in, and then step right foot up to meet the left and step back, this time with the right leg. So once again, we're gonna try it on the opposite side. So this, just keeping yourself in a lunge position, you're working the glutes, thighs, hamstrings, we're working the ankles. So we're working a lot of the muscle groups here. Deep breath in. Now, press your weight into that left foot and extend that right leg back. Drive your chest forward. And once again, taking your palms to the side, keeping that heart center, just playing with this a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of ability to kind of do whatever you want here. Deep breath in, reach and extend the arms overhead. Take those hands behind the low back, open up the chest one more time. Let's hold it here. And release, palms come to heart center. Right foot meets the left, inhale. Bring those palms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back into that plank for our last time today. Drop the belly, squeeze those inner elbows, squeeze those inner thighs, the glutes fire up. Deep breath in. And exhale, one more breath here. And slowly work yourself down onto your mat. Inhale, cobra. Take the chin and chest forward. And then exhale, press back into those knees, come back into child's pose, and let your head fall heavy here. And let's gently come back up into a seated position. So I want to work through one last thing today. You can stay facing the same way on your mat. I'm just facing you. So you want to take that left heel in towards your pelvis and that right shin across the front of your body. So we'll start by taking a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. So if these hips are uneven, make sure you find some support underneath the hips with a blanket or a block. So this knee is not going to have to be all the way touching the ground. So we want to work into this right side shin and hamstring. Let's take a twist. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, take a twist over to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And once again, exhale, twist. Once again, working into that spinal rotation, giving our body some different movements throughout this practice. Inhale, come back to center, and gently walk, open up your chest, lengthen your spine, and walk your chest forward into the thighs, and let the head just fall between the biceps. So feeling that release in the right side glute and hamstrings as you let your head fall heavy here. So each inhale, drive the pelvis forward, but keep that tailbone planted on your mat. relaxing into the neck and shoulders. Let's take one more breath here. And next inhale, slowly walk back up, switching sides. Take that right heel into the pelvis. Left shin comes across the front of your body. Once again, find a long straight spine from the crown of your head down into the base of your tailbone, and take a gentle twist over to the left. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take a twist over that left shoulder. One more breath here. And inhale, come back through to center. The long spine, and gently start to walk your chest forward, keeping those feet flexed. Relax into the neck and shoulders, and then let the head fall heavy in between those biceps. Slowly start to walk back up to center. And the last thing, a great way to end your practice, especially in the morning, to bring that oxygen and blood flow back into the brain, is to do some sort of inversion. So I love to do shoulder stands or headstands at the end of my practice. But today I'm going to do a shoulder stand, drawing the shoulder blades down and drawing the hips high. Making sure you have some sort of rest underneath your head if you need it here. And you can take plow here. I don't know if I can with this table. But either way, just kind of giving yourself a little bit of opportunity to get those legs and feet off of the ground above your heart. And then slowly bring your way back down. You feel free to take as long as you like there. Bring those knees super tight into the chest. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's come into our final resting pose with the heels together, knees wide, letting the hips just open. Bringing one palm to our belly, one to our heart. And finish out the practice with just a few breaths here. Deep breath in and exhale. The key to aging gracefully is mindset. And if we tell ourselves and do the things that keep us young, that's how we stay young. So age ain't nothing but a number. So it's completely in your mindset. So using this time to maybe give some gratitude, maybe just thank your body for giving yourself a practice today. Thanking your body for what it can do today. Let's close out with one more deep breath in together. And exhale.